I wonder what Akpabio and most senators gain by passing an electoral law they know that can cause trouble in the system. Look at what this particular lawyer, Mike Igini, one of the best, the finest among electoral officials. They have come out in an Arise TV. Go and listen to his interview and see what he said. And if those things they put there, those clauses of, he explains section 63 and 138, how dangerous it is.
First, let's go to section 63. Now, section 63, which I just discovered, they have now reintroduced something very terrible. You can see it there. That ballot paper that will be used for the 2027 election, that does not bear the official mark, the official security features of INEC, should be accepted by presiding officer. You can read it there. That where the returning officer satisfied, the word satisfied, that was contained in section 49 of the 2010 Act that took us 20 years until 2022 to repeat, to remove, because what is the objective condition to determine what satisfies a presiding officer? The presiding officer has now been given the discretion to now accept ballot paper, notwithstanding the absence of the official mark, and to count that ballot paper. What that means is that before this election, politicians who now have access to the the security features of INEC ballot, they are going to produce their ballot papers.
They're going to
print their own ballot paper that have to be accepted. This is dangerous, as put in the Electoral Act. Similarly, may I show section 138? No, 138. Let's go to section 138. Section 138 has been one of the rigging provisions that we have cried out to be removed. As a matter of fact, you remember that in 2019, in this current republic, under Buhari was the only time that there was no Electoral Act passed. Because when we made that recommendation that this thing should be removed, this section should be removed, you remember that it was rejected. And what the section says, grant of final petition. It says that an act or omission which may be contrary to the instruction or directive of the commission or of an officer appointed for the purpose of election, but which is not contrary to the provision of this act, shall not of itself be a ground for questioning the election. May I make a few observations here? You see, when you want to deceive people, you put it in words. Bring that section back again. You see, what they basically said, they were just short of referring to INEC regulations and guidelines, because the instruction and directive of INEC are contained in INEC regulation and guideline. They are saying that a presiding officer, a staff presiding officer, a collation officer, a returning officer, they can abandon it. So they provided immunity there. Let's go to the last.
And if not objective, and this thing happen in an election, my dear, it is about putting the country into fire. Why are those senators doing those things? Why? Because they want to be on seat forever? No. If you're passing law for your own selfish interest, not putting into consideration the whole country, they're just selfish. And it doesn't all go well for all. May God save us. Guys, everyone need to put mouth. Understand that this is about our nation, the core soul of the nation. If you get election right, we get the system right, we get it working well. But when the election is not right, a lot of anarchy takes place. May God save us.